Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Peter's Precious. Let's talk mental health. So our topic for today is going to be prosocial behavior. I'm sure one of you might have heard the topic from somewhere, or if you heard prosocial behavior from somewhere before. Of course, you guys know we have antisocial behavior. So now we also have prosocial behavior. For those who haven't heard it before, welcome. We're going to talk about prosocial behavior today. Yep. Basically, the basic knowledge you need to know about the definition of prosocial behavior is that prosocial behavior is a particular type of behavior that are solely intended for the benefit of other people or to help other people. That's what it is all about. And these are actions characterized by the concerns of the rights, the feelings, and the welfare of other people in that sense. Basically, how to help people. That's like prosocial behavior. A behavior that could be categorized or that can be used to actually describe prosocial behavior is the feeling of empathy, being able to sympathize with others and being concerned for other people. It can be used as a behavior that can be used to describe prosocial behavior. A wide range of prosocial behaviors, like there's a wide range of it. It could be helping people, it could be comforting people, it could even be cooperating, maybe in an investigation, in a search, just to help them. Okay, like if they stop you now and they want to search you for something, maybe they're doing a stop and search, and oh, this thing that they're doing is for the betterment of the society, or they're trying to look for something to help someone else. Cooperating is also a form of prosocial behavior because they're trying to help them to find what they're looking for. So it could be cooperating, it could be sharing, it could be comforting, it could even be helping. So there's a wide range of behaviors on the prosocial behavior. I'm going to talk about the benefits of prosocial behavior. So if you don't have any good behavior, like you don't have social behavior, please learn it now. There are a lot of benefits. Now help yourself and even people around you. So I'm going to talk about the benefit of prosocial behavior. So the first benefit I'm going to be talking about is a mood boosting effect. Prosocial behavior help people. It has been shown through research and all that people who have this prosocial behavior usually have elated moods. They tend to be happy a lot more times than experiencing the negative emotion. They tend to experience positive emotion way more than experiencing negative emotions in their life. Hence, it is helpful. Engage in prosocial behavior today. So another type of benefits is what we call social support. And social support is important because it's going to eradicate loneliness in that sense, alcohol use, drug use, and misuse. They can also eliminate depression in that sense. Because if you're always out there for people, you discover that you help them, and in line, you're also helping yourself because as you try to help people, you will not know that you're also helping yourself. So it goes both ways. So social support benefits is also a benefit of prosocial behavior. Another benefit of prosocial behavior is stress reducing effects. It has been shown that a lot of people who exhibit this prosocial behavior usually feel less stress in their life. The negative emotion that comes with stress is usually very low, in line with people who don't express prosocial behavior with people. It's usually high in that sense. So help someone today and reduce the impact of stress in your life. Help someone today. All right. So I'm going to talk about the types of prosocial behavior. So I'm going to talk about the three basic types that people usually talk about, not to bore to the rest. So the three types I'm going to talk about is the proactive, the reactive, and the altruistic. I'm sure most of us might have had the altruistic before one time or the other. So for the proactive, this is a particular type of prosocial behavior or an action for self-serving benefit purposes. Like you are going to get this in return, or like for future purposes, I'm going to do this for a particular thing you will always gain at the end of the day. And then we also have the reactive, and these are actions, the prosocial behaviors or prosocial actions that are performed in regards to individual needs. You know that, oh, I have to do this thing because I also want this. So it's because a particular need arises is what's making you do good to the rest. It's like, let me think of a very good example for that. Hmm. Okay, it's like paying your doing a philanthropic work so that you can write off some part of taxes in that sense, something like that. So it's because of a particular individual needs, you're doing good to somebody. It's like, oh, I want to be recognized in this particular hospital. I want my name to be written on the wall and all that. And then the next thing is that because you want your name written on the wall, So you do a particular good deed for a particular selfish. So it's a good deed, but because you want something in return in that sense. So we also have the altruistic, and altruistic is just the best. We should all be altruistic in our prosocial behavior. Being altruistic is doing carrying out a prosocial action or a behavior with zero intent of receiving anything. You're doing it for God. You're doing it for God. That's what altruistic is all about. Doing it with no intention of receiving any form of reward or stipend or stimulation in return. Why do we help other people? Why do we carry out prosocial behavior? Which is a very, very good question. Because you hear of cases where a person maybe jumps into a fire to rescue someone else at their own detriment with no even fire suits on or anything. That's an altruistic act. So now you might ask yourself that why do you want to help people? Why are you helping people in that sense? So I'm going to like in cases of acts like those are acts like heroism, that's like heroism, trying to go in extra miles to save maybe a cat on the road that is about to be hit by a truck. All these are kind of acts of heroism in that sense. They're altruistic acts because they're also to your detriment. You have nothing to gain from it than just the act saving the person in need in that sense. So why do we help other people? So I'm going to be giving you reasons why people carry out prosocial behaviors. First one I'm going to talk about is about evolution, evolutionary influence by evolutionary psychologists. Some of them argue that you need this evolution, helping people, be it altruistic or just being just normal prosocial behaviors or actions, are good because you tend to pass this gene to the next generation. And then not just you doing good to people, but your next generation and children to come also do good to people, whereby still maintaining um being able to survive that situation in that sense. You feel like more generations to come will actually also survive such events in that regard. So yeah, evolutionary influences is also a reason why people usually help others. We also have for personal benefits. Now when we talk about personal benefits, is like just like the three types I mentioned earlier. So is either proactive, reactive, or altruistic. Are you helping this particular person for your egoistic purposes, so that people can say, "Oh man, for person, you did a great job, you did a wonderful job." Is it for your ego? Is that why you're carrying out a particular action? Is it proactive? Is it reactive? Is it for oh, scratch my back, I scratch your back. Now I'm in distress. I helped you. Therefore, now you're in distress. I helped you. Therefore, if I'm in distress, you should help me. But life doesn't really work that way in that sense. So is it for personal benefits of when I'm in need, so you're going to come to my rescue? Or it could also be for altruistic purposes. You just want to help the person in need, you don't want anything in return. So for personal benefits is also reasons why people do good or carry out these prosocial behaviors. Now, this reciprocal behavior is also important because evolutionary psychologists use reciprocal behavior to explain this um, type of prosocial behavior in that sense. And they also say that law of reciprocity. If I do for you, you definitely do for me when I'm in need. I show acts of kindness to you. Once I'm down to you, show acts of kindness to me. And reciprocal kindness in that sense. That's the law of reciprocity, reciprocal behavior. That's why some people do these things like, my friend is in distress. She needs money for her house rent or for her fees. Let me show her support. I'm going to support her. I'm going to give her loan her the money, and then she's going to give me back maybe by the end of the month or whatever scheduled time you guys have made, arrangement you guys have made, and then she carry out the act. Because deep down in your mind, you don't want to loan your friend money. But the only reason why you're loaning your friend money is because you feel like things are hard, economy is hard, it's biting hard. There might be a day I need money for something. It could be for a ticket, it could be for a fee, school fee, it could be for children's fee, it could be for anything. Emergency situations. But because I've done for you in the past, and therefore you too in your mind you're like, oh, she has done for me before, so you need to also make the same attempt, the same commitment towards the person. So that's like reciprocal behavior in that sense. So that's another reason why people usually carry out this prosocial behavior. And another reason why people carry this out is for socialization. Oh, you need to people will say, oh, this particular person did this, So you cannot enter a particular social strata or a social group. For socialization, to me, people like when people are talking about you, okay, let's put this in illustration. You go back to your alma mater, where like the school you graduated from, and then you contribute to them and whatnot. You're not doing it because you want. Some people are not doing it because they want to. Anyway, some people are doing it so that you can say, "Oh, do you know this particular person? He did this for his school socialization." Then you meet more people that are at your level, and then people tend to want to hang around you. You meet more people. You discover that people you like. They used to say the same. They say people the rich have many friends. So you discover that you are liked more by people, and people want to be around you. So it's also maybe because of socialization. Some behaviors are fostered in childhood and adolescence to encourage people to share, to act kindly, and to help people. So most times it's not because you want to be kind or you are a kind person, but because you want to socialize, and that's just the way the world work. They'll say, "Oh, share with your friend now." If you don't share with if you don't give your friend, maybe you have two sweets, your friend doesn't have any sweets. You say if you don't give your friend one sweet, tomorrow if your friend will not give you two. So most times it's because of socialization we carry out a lot of acts of kindness. How do you improve prosocial behaviors? I'll tell you that the first thing you need to do is develop your skill. You might say you might not have any skill set to exhibit or to give a prosocial behavior in that sense. Develop a skill set, any skills. It could be CPR. Go learn first aid training so that if you're in an emergency situation, you can also show your help or render your help or your services. Learn basic and necessary skills, basically, and then you also have to model social actions for people that are looking up onto you. Need to see that okay, you're modeling a particular action. Volunteer in your church, volunteer in the mosques, wherever you're worshiping, whatever faith you're practicing. Volunteer there. You also need to volunteer in your community, volunteer there. Let even children and people around you know that, oh, yes, you're bringing this particular act of service to people. Thereby, they too, they want to imitate such action by remodeling your action. Also, we also have, you need to praise acts of kindness. It could be in a little child, it could be in an adult, but most importantly, in little children. If you see a little child maybe sharing a toy with somebody, praise such actions so the actions can be strengthened so that most more in like in the nearest future they tend to exhibit more acts of kindness and more prosocial behaviors. Thank you guys for watching today's episode of prosocial behavior. I hope you learned one or two things from it. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share with friends, share with families, and I hope you guys should go and learn prosocial, learn one behavior or the other that will help not just you, your family, but even people around you. Learning prosocial behavior is important. See you guys next time.